experience, which is a possible. I'm not saying it would have happened, but the possibility of Canada versus Ghana, I wouldn't even come to the internet. I would have just stayed.
No, you had to do that game, man.
I wouldn't enjoy that game. No. I couldn't enjoy anything. Everything bad is good. Everything good is bad.
You had to come. You can't escape. Yeah. So, son, is that my guy? Imaxit. What's up, bro? Told you Turkey has been absolutely embarrassing and atrocious at this tournament. Results don't go your way, and you're embarrassing. I think you have to factor in football. Because if you want me to be honest, and if you know anything about football, I thought that all 3 games Turkey played, you could say that Turkey was the better team in all 3 games, which is shocking for you to say they were atrocious. Because the last time, if I know the meaning of atrocious, simply means you're severely below your standard. Not finishing the chances, poor finishing. Spain was poor finishing on the day against what the team, Cape Verde Africans, but they corrected it because what Spain completed football. So what Spain does now, Spain changed something. Instead of going to the 10 yards, Africans, they said, you know what? I'm going to start fire from 18 yards and let Ayarzabal gets in between the pickup after the keeper touches it, and that's how they got 2 of their own goals. And once they got those goals, it opens up. I don't think Turkey had that luxury to get the first goals to open games. That was the simple difference. But obviously, maybe you're a Jamaican son, so you carry something that you want to win. You understand me? And maybe Jamaica not here. So you're just trying to look an argument because, I'm just thinking maybe that's what you're trying to go at. But I don't think Turkey was atrocious. I think Turkey does need to work on their football and their finishing and different ways of finishing. Know that teams come to World Cup to win. They don't care how they look. That's the next conversation we need to have. They don't care how they look. They will sit back for 90 minutes. And you know what I've loved with this World Cup? People appreciate those teams that sit back for 90 minutes. The goalkeeper's getting famous. They're getting famous. I can't believe this. People usually sit back. If you sat back in a game, they're saying this is anti-football. Goalkeepers getting famous, Africans. I can't believe what I'm hearing. So you're sitting back, your goalkeeper had the greatest game of his life, and he got famous. Tell me that I'm lying. Tell me that I'm lying. So son, relax yourself, put context to things and relax, Yes.
hey, listen. As someone who has enjoyed the rise of Cape Verde, I took that in, and as someone as part of the Goalkeepers Alliance, I am there for it. I am always there for a goalkeeper getting famous, right? But that's nothing new. True, that's a fair point. Like, look at Mexico Ochoa in 2014, where Mexico did what they needed to do, and Ochoa stood on his head. That's what at tournament football, it's survive and advance, right? You're not always gonna get it done pretty. Sometimes you just look. In order to get to this next round, we're simply going to do what we need to do, and in this game, that might mean Ghana versus England. Listen, we're going to find every bus in Kumasi. We're going to find every bus in Accra. We're going to take every bus in Boston. We'll take the buses around there, and we're parking them. And we're saying, listen, shoot as much as you want. Hey, we even got robbed of a penalty. But hey, that's okay. We'll take the 1 point. We'll share the spoils, and we'll see you next. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you got the point. It matters that you got the point. And that's the key thing as it comes in. As we're getting closer, 5 minutes before kickoff, guys, we're seeing people come in. I see JD is streaming on his channel there. Simple thing.
No, I'm just gonna do the tweet
for a little bit. I know for a little bit you'll be here,
yeah.
but I just want everyone drop your predictions. Just drop your predictions, right? And we'll talk about that. But yeah, to that point, Nelson, we're gonna get a full panel to talk about the who impressed us at this World Cup. They were poor finishing for sure, and for the expectations we had, we're gonna get a panel together and just get the teams, and we'll talk about the whole tournament as a whole when there is actually time to breathe. Because the way this tournament is going, JD, there's one day.
Yes, I think that is better. And it will give me time for my heat wave to go down, you know?
Oh yeah,
yes, because believe me, man. Today is much better in Africans. Today is much better, but I'm telling you the other days, them, oh Lord. But you maybe saw it on the internet, so you know that I'm not lying or exaggerating. I think it maybe some of the worst temperatures you had for a while, you know? Yeah. But it's going down, you know. We're getting some thunderstorms and stuff. Yeah, but
that's good.
Yeah, I will have that discussion. I have no problem.
Yeah, and we'll definitely enjoy it. We're there. But drop your predictions as you're here. We have Jason Gooner. Good to see you as well. Here going saying 2-1 for Canada. Very well, very well. Man of God here saying up Wayne. Okay, we see you there. I don't know. Y'all know what that is. Again, blessing to you as well. But we had some predictions. Prince Hood said earlier 3-1 or 2-0 Canada. And Segada, we see you. I support you. Today we are rivals. But
hey, my man, Segada, big up yourself. How you doing, man? Yeah, good guy.
Indeed. But yes, we're just running through the anthems here. Canada in the black kits. And then we also have South Africa in the yellow kits today. So it's the only game today. Then for the rest of the week, it's 3 matches a day going through. So we are excited. But it's good to have just one piece that we can digest. And then tomorrow it's back to the grind of football after football after football. But if you're swinging in, touch the like button wherever you're watching from. Give us a score prediction. And we're going to throw up our tracker here as we're a few minutes there. All right.
Yeah, once you're coming in, guys, remember to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Wherever you're watching it from. I'm just setting up this thing, just chilling out. I expect it to have a cool stream because Africans here, and that's the reason why I joined. You know,
appreciate it.
Because here is hot. Right. You know.
Yeah.
So
we got a 1-1 draw.
I expect to have a cool stream.
Perfect. All right, checking hello float management. I hope you're floating well. Send some of that float down JD's way. Some more of the float. Some more water, some more rainstorm. Send it JD's way. He needs.
Is the temperature over there, Africans?
It's warming up now. I was talking about it last evening. Next week, we're gonna be into the 30 degrees with humidity all week long. So the hydration breaks that we complained about, it's for this coming week. And in the round of 32.
30 degrees.
So the weather is going to do the game that Croatia and Portugal are playing in Toronto. It's supposed to be 30 degrees with about 60% humidity by kickoff.
Okay.
And that's in the evening.
Okay,
so yeah.
So just summer games pretty much.
Yes, summer is kicking off proper now. Yes.
Okay. Definitely. So no 40 degrees, no 45 degrees like
we have 45, not where I am at least. But I mean, again, we are the most north spot. But we are the further south, the more it's going to get there for sure. We'll be there. All right. So float match checking in. Wonderful.
All right. Let me try and get a game up on the screen.
Turkey let you down. True. But we'll talk about that at a later point, most definitely. And Jason, to you, am I upset Canada didn't get to play at home? I'm upset they failed to top their group, but it's less about the Switzerland game and it's more about the Bosnia game. If they finish their chances against Bosnia, then they're playing at home. I don't mind that you finish in second, though you're a host, because if Mexico had finished second in their group, they'd be here, where Canada is. If Canada finished second, they'd be here. The only team that had it guaranteed was the U.S., because let's be honest, this World Cup is U.S. and friends, right? That's how it is. After the round of 16, every game is happening in the U.S. So to me, am I upset? Yes, it's a missed opportunity, but hey.
Yeah, but Africans, yes, Turkey did not qualify. So as Uruguay, but Turkey plays better than every team they played in this group, including United States that were overhyping. I swore a man told me that United States cannot lose a game. And I said, I know that United States will not beat Turkey. And the sole reason for that, Africans, what I said, the United States is in their own country. They are not, and they are high press team. They come up from the back line. They don't sit back. Turkey built to play football against team that wants to play football. That is sad if you don't have two different sides to your game. But we have seen in this World Cup, multiple teams only have one side to their game. It's not every team being Spain. Spain is super talented. They have everybody and they just adapt, create to them. And that's why they are my favorites to win the entire thing from day one. But Turkey look better than every team they played. And if nobody can argue that because that is just the flat out facts. So that's all I said. If they were atrocious, embarrassing because they never qualified, no problem. I am okay with that. All right. But based on what I expected from them, they did it, but they never finished. That's all I am saying. All right. Oh, Spain ain't winning nothing. Oh my God. Africans, can you put a straight face and say Spain not winning anything? Okay, all right. Who winning it? Who winning it? Who winning it? Please, Africans. Who winning? Who you got winning it?
Okay. All I'm going to say is this. The only team that I think right now, based off of their pathway, is winning it. Argentina doesn't face a real team till, and I say real team, but they don't face a team that can test them till maybe Colombia at the round a little bit later.
Okay, cool. So, Colombia looks good. Yeah, that's not going to be a walkover.
I know. But all right, so Argentina, look at teams. France has Germany.
Cape Verde.
They win their
Cape Verde. Egypt, Australia. You're right, Africans. You're right. So that means Argentina, and then if they pass Colombia, they are going to come up to Brazil, Mexico group. Ooh, you're right, you know. Argentina might go straight to the finals. Oh, my God. So why they do it like that? They put every big dog over the next side. Damn.
Yeah. Okay. They are built for that aspect. That's what I'd say. I'm not saying they're going to win, but I'm saying the pathway is there. And if by some chance something happens to Argentina, if something happens to them, I'm not saying it will, but if something happens and they fall, every team on that side has to be thinking the same thing. We could run we could make a run
to the finals. So that's true. That's
where we're at. But right now we have the ball in possession here.
Yes. Let me focus on the game. Let me get it up. Because too much talking points are here. Yes.
There's a Canadian and a South African who are like, why are we talking about Argentina? I mean, we're on the pitch right now.
We're sorry, people. It's just because we have not came on for a while, and Africans was here, but I wasn't here. And it's so much talking points. Okay, you said you're from Trinidad, son, and you said United States rotated their squad. It doesn't matter who United States put on that field, there wasn't going to be Turkey. I'm telling you. And I had said that from day one. But because I got that right, you wanted to make sure you let me know it was a rotated squad. All right? United States team is not that good even when they rotate the squad. They're in CONCACAF for a reason, yeah? Relax. This Africans, what's up with this overhyping of United States? No one saying Canada ain't winning the World Cup. Because Canada doesn't look bad. They don't look terrible.
The U.S. have
United States don't look superior to Canada. I'm very sorry, Africans.
They finished their chances better than Canada has. That's what I'll give them on. Right? Canada have left a lot of goals on the pitch, and so for how they're playing, I can understand why people might.
For the first 35 minutes, Africans. For the first 35 minutes, they finished their chances.
Listen. Outside of Qatar, I'm waiting for first 35-minute chances to be finished for Canada. I'm waiting for it, but nothing.
All right, you're gonna get something today.
We'll definitely get something. We hope. All right, so Bombito looks good.
Okay, so it looks like South Africa dropping a little bit deep.
Yep.
All right, so we have wonderful. That's my boy, you know. I remember when I told people that this man is going to be valid overly and daily, you know, Buchanan, you know, and I live to see the day that Buchanan is both of them on the same market value. Africans, they said I was mad. You see, you saw life funny, but nobody give my credit. You know, I said that much years ago Africa doing 5 years ago?
Yeah, about 5. Yeah,
United States looks superior to Canada in this World Cup so far. Boy, Jason, I am very sorry, blood. I don't believe that in the blood, you know. They're running up and down, but we are attracted to run up and down a little bit more, you know. They're running up and down, but as soon as you move that ball 2 times,
yeah. All right, let me get this up to speed here.
Bosnia can't keep the ball still. I don't know. South Africa playing their normal uniform ball, trying to get into the game.
Mm-hmm. And Canada doing the same.
Canada more on the ball though, and trying to go into their faces, which we like that. But South Africa is very good to cut through that, you know, man. So they have to be careful.
Yes.
Over the top here, that's not the offside. One. Okay, poor control there for South Africa, but they just broke through it, Africans, and South Africa is on the attack. They went over the top, and a shot there. See, what? Oh, that shot looked a little bit timid, but he couldn't save it. Good work there from South Africa. The rotations and movement look solid. Okay, so you how far you do of United States? You have them down to be the champions or something? I don't know. Because I'm still putting Mexico kind of. One second, because Mexico is on. Mexico is over this bracket, Africans. My Mexicans reign supreme. So we have Brazil, Japan, right? Then we have Ivory Coast, Norway, right? And then we have Mexico, Ecuador. And then we have England, Congo. Oh, Lord. Mexico can cause some problems, Africans. Mexico can cause some problems.
They can, but I think for me, like, Mexico is interesting, but at the same time, that Ecuador matchup is going to be a thing. Because it's 2 teams that prioritize defense, and they'll push themselves there. But so far,
Africans, you know, why we always, you're so easy we can hype up United States, and so easy we can just talk against the Mexicans?
No. This is my point. Look at who Mexico. There's a world where, in the same way, like, again, I think there's a world where all 3 CONCACAF teams lose in the first round. There's a world where that happens. Yes,
that should be the world. But Mexico and Canada will have a bit. All 3 of them have a good shot. Obviously, Ecuador is the hardest out of all 3 games.
Yes.
For the opponent, right? So if Mexico comes through that, Africans, are you going to change your tune a little? That they are the best team?
If Mexico get through, if they make the quarterfinals, yes, because they would have gone through. If they win, and then the group
they would have gone to South Korea.
They have England after Ecuador. If they beat if they beat Ecuador.
No, you have Congo on England, Africans. Don't count on Congo because England doesn't look that superior.
Here's the thing with that matchup, which is interesting. Like, if Congo beats England, hypothetically, you're going to see a lot of teams who would rather not have the ball and would rather be defensive and play in the counter.
But we're seeing it, Africans. We're seeing it. We're seeing it.
But that's what I like. That's what we were saying about the Uzbekistan DR Congo game, like before. Like, well, I remember me and Nelson brought it up. It was just the point of, it's 2 teams that would rather defend
Canada. Oh, nice. Just love it over the top. Good break there. Who is that, Lauren?
Sure.
Lauren.
No, Tanny. Lauren isn't starting. Tanny will come up. I think Tanny's starting and Lauren will come off the bench. I think that actually suits Lauren better. We didn't get to that conversation.
No, not Lauren. No, your football talking, man. The one that always overlapping.
Oh, Lorea. Yeah, Richie. Yeah.
Lorea. He should have lobbed that. If he lobs that over the top, it's a goal because it would have gone away from the goalkeeper. Yeah, but that's what he tried. But you can see that he's just a natural fullback then. Alphonso David might have done better.
Yes, that I agree.
Okay, the game looks solid, people. So don't count out the Canadians. Canada look like they could take this as well. But we just saw that South Africa went over the top when Canada tried to press them, and they got through very easily. So you have to look at that transition break over the top. But based on positioning and creating through the spaces, Canada started a little bit better than South Africa. But as what African says, sitting back, bless yourself. Yeah, man, bless yourself, everybody coming through.
Yes.
Make sure to subscribe to Africans, because Africans is here most of the days and working harder than me. But I have a big excuse, blood. It's 40 degrees and 50 degrees over here, blood. People dying. And I won't want to die on a stream, blood. All right, yes. A break here coming for Canada. Oh, good interception here for South Africa, and gave it straight back to Canada.
Alrighty.
Africans is cool, blood, so Africans can relax and do all of this thing. Overlapping here, nice break here for Canada again. What a tackle, nice. All right, Africans, this game sweet. All right, that's a good tackle just a while ago, but good break there from Canada. Maybe you could say that he went through too easily. And South Africa not really holding onto the ball good enough. All right, let me see this pass. All right. Not as smooth as what we expected from them. Canada is up there in the good try World Cup table. Remember, you had what 4 years ago, Africans, Canada was compared with Jamaica. So the leaps that 6 years ago, not 4. So 6 years ago, Canada was in closer to Jamaica than to America, and the level of performances they have put in as it relates to competitions, they have outperformed Mexico and United States in competitions, in the bigger competitions. So I think that we can't say the good try. They have done it over and over, and they won our region. Africans, they won our region 6 years ago, right? 5 years ago to go into the World Cup, and then they performed better than both United States and Mexico in the competitions. So I want to say that they have really passed that almost good team. They are a good team now.
I would agree with that. I think they've got to points. I think.
Come on, Canada, man. What he did here? He turned. So why the ball move away so far from him? You saw it, Africans?
Yeah.
He spun, but what happened? Like the ball dropped. No, look at the ball stuck at his foot. So when he turned, it flicked off. Because that's a clear shot. He got away. Canada was compared to Jamaica by who? Okay, why? Oh, why? All right, Jason, I won't want to go into that conversation because Africans know I'm telling the truth, and everybody know I'm telling the truth. But Jason is going to act like he's blind. He's blind looking at the chat.
Yeah, Tanny. That's the one problem with Tanny. The one problem with Tanny is he will do everything but finish. And then on the flip side, you say Kyle will finish, but sometimes he'll drift in and out of the games. So listen, they'll create chances. I'm fine with this. I'm surprised for the type of game it is. I think it's the right call. But yeah, so far, it's an up and down game that what we were expecting, and I think there will be goals in this game. There will be goals.
No, there will be goals because you know what this game reminds me of? Senegal, France. What a 1-on-1 here. Come on, Canada. Come on. Get inside. Don't put it in the cars now. Oh, jeez. The decision making from Canada is so terrible. Oh, my God.
There will be chances. Hey.
Put it. Just do the Kevin De Bruyne. Put it across once. But late in the part of the player.
JD, I want you to
don't try control it.
JD, I want you to say what you just said. You want them to do the play where they play like one of arguably the greatest midfielders in the world.
Yeah, but I saw you did it in the last game. I saw them did it in the last game from the right-hand side. And you finished at a goal. Just whip it in once. Let the striker decides what he wants to do. Don't. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, people. I'm just animated because they are getting into the positions, and that's what I was telling Africans that Canada does need a few pieces, but it's not Jesse Marsh the problem, blood. Because you as a coach is set up to create the chances, and Canada does nothing more than set up to create chances. So I can't cuss Jesse Marsh. He's doing his job. These bloods does not doing their job.
Welcome to my life for this World Cup with Canada. Well, we'll talk about Ghana later. But welcome to my Canadian
Canada break again, people. Put it inside. Oh God, who is that? If it's Tani, I don't think it's Tani. It looks like it's David. Oh, David have good control. So something else went wrong there. And next heavy foot. They water the pitch too much, Africans?
Maybe. Oh,
maybe
Lord.
Maybe
they watered it too much. Get it.
The touches of the Canadian players. God damn. Messi have that. Messi. Why? Sorry, Africans. They're gonna say I'm comparing Kenny the one. Messi.
You're saying do things like all-time greats. Yeah. Of course.
I'm just saying Messi touched one the other day, and the touch was so smooth. At 39, and next chance again for Canada. You know, at 39, Messi touched down one, bit faint. Pass two players, drop his shoulder, pass three players, fired it, get the ball back again and put it in the back of the net, Africans. Yeah. So you can't tell me that you're 22 and you can't do something half that.
It's almost, and I say this respectfully, but like they need to understand that the space that they think they're going to have to finish, they don't have. So they got to speed up and just be direct. You don't have the time to go, so be direct and go with it, because like there's going to be chances, but not teams. Jason said it best here. There'll be chances in this game, but not many goals, especially how they've been finishing and their final touches have been so far. But a good game for chances so far, and a good game for chances so far. Like Canada really have to.
I think Canada got all of the chances. Africans, we'll say South Africa almost half chances. The one over the top and the one on top of the 18 just a while ago. But Canada got big chances that they never took the shot, so it could register that big chance. Tani, poor control. David, poor control. Poor passes inside of the six. Laurier never whipped the ball over. These are all just make the right decision in the last place. So far, I can't complain with Canada. I like what they're doing. They're getting into the position, just poor final decision making. I don't think you should be worried, Africans. I think you should be pleased. I never expected Canada to be getting past them so easy.
I am pleased. And chorus, I don't watch the game. I don't enjoy it. Because everything bad is good, everything good is bad.
Come on. Good recovery, South Africa. But Canada getting through them very easy, Africans.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, they might not finish, and South Africa might need only one chance.
This is true. This is very much true.
Okay. Africans, what Jesse said about the bracket of Argentina. Argentina is over this side. Yes, Mexico, England. So England, this is geared for England or Argentina to make it to the finals. England, Argentina, or Brazil. The next bracket is big teams playing big teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think. But based on what I saw, I want to say I saw Argentina defensively, and I saw them going forward. Yes, you could say that they missed a lot of chances and they are heavily reliant on Messi. But I still think that Argentina look better than England. I think that they actually look better than England. Maybe they are not at their best to what they looked at 4 years ago, but I still think they look better than England. Colombia look better than England as well. Norway, I want Norway to get knocked out. That was my team that I was supporting. But when I heard the coach talking about, he doesn't really care about who want to see Mbappe, Mbappe Haaland, I'm not so much a fan of him anymore. You understand me? You know why? Because you could have won the game. You have no balls. Sorry, my language, Africans. Yes, he has none. Because you can win the game, Africans, and you decide that you're not going to win the game.
Yeah, and you said and effectively there. So yeah, I feel like you had it's not as if the group was out of reach, right? And
no, you are both on 6 points going into the game, and you decide, he doesn't. The reporter asked him some good questions, brother. Billions of people waiting to see these two guys. You might not reach the finals to meet each other again. So why you don't play the guy? Everybody playing some parts. This is a table topper. So you're just conceding the table topper to France and the president, Mbappe?
Apparently. But still 0-0 in the game, guys. Canada have been creating more chances, but nothing to show for it yet. Nothing to show for it.
Africans will cry if South Africa score, you know.
Listen, as someone said, I'm very happy that I changed my name before this because people would have thought this was a pro South Africa channel for some reason. But to this question, I'm wondering what you think about this. How have you thought of the officiating in this tournament so far, as we are still running through here?
At first, I liked it because, as you said, they were making people play physical and get they want to make it the best World Cup so bad. They want to please the fans, right? So I liked it. But at the tail end, when it's decision-making time, I think they have favored the bigger teams. I've seen England under the balls so much. Cards go into England's favor. Yesterday, 2 games in a row, 3 games, because the Croatia game, when they retook the penalty and the penalty itself, you could say it was soft, and the ones that they got the red card and against Ghana, when it should have been a red card and should have been a penalty. You understand me? And they don't give both. And yesterday, again, it was a handball, and they don't even go to look at it. That's a sad thing, Africans. They are not even looking at the actual cause. So I want to say that, yes, the physicality that they allowed make it nice, but I do believe that big teams should go under the same microscope as the smaller teams. You're quick to red card a player from a smaller team, but because you don't want to do it for the bigger teams, you make sure not to go to the monitor, none at all. And I don't like that. That's the only thing I saw. But if you look at the movements and the physicality that they allowed, I want to say that it's nice.
I agreed. I just saw Cornelius with a free header and doesn't get a head on it.
Africans, I give up on Canada. I give up on Canada at this point. Canada, be honest, better decision making. Canada had four clean chances to go through and score. So you could say that Canada should be 2-0 up at least in this game by better decision making. And it's just, 23 minutes in the game. And I am telling you, people, don't sleep on South Africa because South Africa grows into games.
Yep. So hydration break is where we're at. And again, yes, Canada have left so much food on this plate in this game. They have created in transition. They've created offset pieces. They've created from long balls. They've created from open play. They've created nothing.
Yes.
No goals.
Bless up Jura, so you do my massive respect. Cartizo, Triple E, Chorus. Yeah, man, today is my strong Umzo. But I saw African stream and I said, let me pass through and burn on the building because I've been burning up in the house. So I need to come and burn on the building, a little bit, but yeah.
They've left a lot for I think they've looked good, but again, if the more we're not able to look dangerous, I'm about to, and I haven't reached a point where I'm just saying make the goalie make a save at this point. But give me another 10 minutes and I'll be like, you know what, goalie, make a save, please. Make a save, please.
Yeah.
Them forcing them to make a save because the set piece was off. The shots that they could have put on that were well defended, though big chances, but then nothing in terms of just good scoring opportunities. I think right now I would like to see them play better, but this is hey, I'll take this creation hoping that they open the door later.
But I want Nelson to understand about the statistics, the stats on sofa scoring. The only classes as a big chance because the player took the shot, don't take the shot. Or when they took the shot, the big chance count. But if you have a free entry like what Tommy had, he beats the first player with the control, and he just needs to keep the control and go and shoot the ball. 2 steps away, the next defender is. Africans, would that not be calculated as a big chance, like as a footballer? So when we are having a viewer, we have to tell the viewer that, yes, that is a big chance, but he failed to control the ball. That's why it's not registered as a big chance. You can't, that's the difference between a stats and you watching the game, because you have to put those in. You understand me? And that's the same thing I was saying in the Mbappe game. And it followed through right through the tournament. Because Senegal gave away the same entries because people get in them. It's down to you controlling and go into the motion. So that's the difference. So Canada had 4 clear openings to go in and eat their food. That's what we're saying. They never ate their food, so it never registered as a big chance. But they had the opportunity to do so. That's all we're saying. So maybe you're clearly not understanding what we're saying. They got their openings, man. They got it. Believe me. They got it. And Canada should be beaten for those opportunities. And they look the better team at this moment with way less position, because I never expected it to be 65 to 35. I am kind of shocked on that position. I don't believe that.
I think when South Africa have had the ball, they've been a lot more deliberate in terms of building up slow. When Canada gets the ball, and that's Canada stylistically.
Maybe the intensity. Maybe the intensity. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe the intensity how fast they're playing. So it's not true possession. South Africa has. It's more passive possession, where in which they're just idling the ball a lot and then go over the top. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good movement here for Canada as they're building up. And let's see if they can create something here.
No, they don't. No, the big chance in the system here. I work with these programs as well. The big chance only register when it actually took. Like when you connect the ball and it registers as a shot. I've said it to SofaScore that they need to change it. And I wrote to a lot of them because I thought that before for years. I think me and Jason Guna had the discussion for 2 years now. And I said what they describe as a big chance, I don't think is a big chance. I think big chance is when you get the ball, Africans, even before you kick the ball. Once it's an open space and you have the advantage over the defender and the goalkeeper, and you calculate the level of the player you are as well, right? So your finishing ability. So Mbappe's big chances range can be a little bit different Africans. You understand? Than maybe an average player. Mm-hmm. But they were saying that I'm making it too complex. It's just simple. Once you kick the ball off, that's it. You get a good true pass, you're in an isolated position, and you have the advantage, and you kick the ball off, that's where a big chance registers. If you don't kick that ball, the big chance will never register. So keep that in mind, and you're going to see it in this tournament. Don't jump as if you have the answer now. Keep it in mind what I've just said. So look at an action when they get a good pass and see if they actually count the actual pass as the big chance. If the player don't kick the ball, please keep that. And I'm going to prove you what I'm saying is correct. Because I know it as a fact, not me making up something.
Yeah, but back to the game here. Like I'm looking at like South Africa with possession. They are taking the air out of the game.
Position. Yeah.
And so their possession though may be higher. I get that, but they're taking the air out of the game to try to find opportunities to either find a gap in the press or to not. But yeah, they're not trying to play with pace here. They're just trying to play with time and patience and to try to open up some opportunities for themselves. And so that's where I think that session comes in.
I think that I don't think they're progressing it. I think it's like a passive one. And as what we said earlier, they rely on the pressing from Canada to go over the top. You understand me? So when Canada comes up higher, it makes a decision for them. But for them to go and seek that, like what we saw from Canada, I think they are not doing that as yet. So let's see when they start to do it, because they do it in games, you know, but they take too long to go at people sometimes. And I think sometimes they get blown out of the water. And this could be a game that they should have been blown out of the water before they start to do it. Good true pass here, over the top. This is what I want to see from them. I'm kind of a little bit wide, but that's what I want to see.
You get
over the top here.
Yeah.
Better from South Africa there.
Yeah. But look at how long that build. Now look at the opposite on the flip side. Canada immediately
5 seconds for Canada, 10 seconds.
Yeah. They're just going immediately for whoever's there, and they're not waiting. And so the possession numbers I think will look skewed in it. I think the opportunities may look a little bit more lopsided. And I think if you look at the expected goals as a stat there, that kind of tells more of a bit of how the game has been flowing in terms of chances and how they've been flowing. But yeah, South Africa are deliberate right now in their build up, very slow, very working through. But then on the other side, Canada are moving. Yeah, and it is a coaching strategy, no doubt. I don't think South Africa wants to play this game at breakneck speed for the entire 90. And that's why I made a comparison that they're like the like a Panama Costa Rica type, but probably more so Panama in this case of a team of a matchup.
So why Africans, why not give the region credit? Because this is the second World Cup, you know. I am getting some stats on, and it's the second World Cup. Concacaf teams seems to be outrunning a lot of teams. Because remember, United States went with the running up and down system. They just want to outrun everyone. And we have to give credit. Like Concacaf is being known as the cardio FC region. You know, they're adding stamina to it. So they want everyone to go in a fast pace. So you're ready to give Concacaf that credit, or you're not giving them that credit?
Look, win games in this round. Because at the end of the day, like, look, no, but here's the thing. I gave Canada all their credit for what they did last World Cup, and the reality is we went there, we played 3 good games, and then we went home. And that's not to take away from them, but it's show me that this can get results outside of the group.
No, but Africans, but Africans, that's the problem, you know. For me, I know it's football. Remember, we're talking about bigger regions, you know. So you have to always take piece out of every World Cup to improve on. So I'm just saying that maybe Canada, United States, and Mexico have started to outrun teams. And once you start outrun teams and you start to stay on the ball better, you start to become a dominant team. So I'm saying we have to give Canada and United States and Mexico that credit of outrunning people, so people start giving them more respect. Because that's what you're saying with South Africa here. You're trying to kill the pace of the game because Canada just want to play at a breakneck speed for the whole 90 minutes. And you know it's going to be one outcome. So I'm just saying we might not win much in the Concacaf region, but we can take a win there. Right? Second World Cup, Concacaf region being good, you know, that's all I'm saying, Africans. You know?
I understand what you're saying. I'll give you that. Not as if I'm conceding, as if like, I'm like, fine, I'll give it. No, to that point.
I know you want to win, but a progression. That's what same thing I was saying with Turkey. Turkey, they have a new team that they're trying to bring in with a good amount of young players. They have gotten control over the games there and are creating chances. So maybe the next tournament they come in, they're gonna go rival other bigger teams because they are improving in ways. We can complain about the actual delivery. You know, but.
Okay.
I'm satisfied with Canada and what I'm seeing with Mexico and United States. I think they have came up far away. Like what I was seeing 6 years ago, Poor pass here for South Africa. Come on, Buchanan, give me something, please. Put it on. Oh, all right, it's still here. Okay, and he took the shot there. Okay.
Hey, we forced the save. I'm taking my wins. We forced the save. I'm taking a win.
No, he shouldn't have kicked it there. Put it to the next post. Let the keeper have to move because the keeper was already set. You know. But you know what? Give him credit. And a break here for South Africa. South Africa. No. Ooh, all right. Almost.
The slipping is interesting now. I wonder how wet the actual pitch is, because I've seen a couple players lose their footing.
Oh yeah. So maybe the controlling and all of those stuffs. You're saying
might be a little bit more difficult. Yeah.
All right. Let me put the can. No, because I'm looking at the FIFA site because I wanted to see the in contest, the actual position, because FIFA give you a better stats on the position. Yes, I want to see. Okay, so 52 to 42 the real position and 16 contests. Oh, that makes more sense, you know, rather than giving everything to South Africa, because I think a lot of it is passive position. But they have looked better now. Now. South Africa going forward a lot more than what we saw early on. Maybe it took a while for them to work with Canadians.
Well, just the buildup is a bit deliberate, but going direct definitely helped for that chance to create the corner kick off of it. But still 0-0.
Nice shot at the angle still. All right. Okay. Oh, you're okay with that one? All right. So South Africa getting away with some poor passes, Africans.
I'd say it's poor passes versus terrible decision making.
In some dangerous areas, Canada not capitalizing on it. All right. That's offside, blood.
Yeah.
South Africa got back in, but that's offside. Where is the flag? They're going to give a corner. Let me see if he breaks that line, because they pointed it.
No, they're going. No, it's offside. It's offside. So they're giving the goal.
Okay, because it was night on the offside, and okay, but the referee pointed to the corner. Okay, good. They corrected it. Nice.
But they were correct.
Let me give them credit for that, Africans. That correction that they just make on the fly correction. I think this is the first time we are seeing it in games, right, Africans? Like yellow card changing and making. Just fixing things.
It feels like it. It feels like it. I feel like I've not seen it. It's like water on a hot.
No, this is the first we have seen it. You know, like it would have stopped. Like you had to stop and go to the screen, but no, they're just fixing things. If it's a bad yellow card, blood. Take my yellow card. Take my the free kick. Restart the play right here. Poor boss. Come on, Buchanan, give me something.
Good build up here.
If Canada not careful, South Africa will be. South Africa, doing their thing, man.
If Canada,
what a pass here, Canada. All right, let's see. Overlapping, he's gone. No, you waited too long on that ball, man. Guy broke. And he did nothing with the ball, nothing at all. Spoiled the entire ball there. Idle on the ball so long. He made the run. Over the top here, nice. Wonderful flick on, put it over the top. And it turns into a count of a South Africa. Oh my God.
Listen, I am.
But South Africa is so terrible, they gave it straight back in Canada to start their own break. And I think he's going to slow down for a free kick here.
Yep. Still 0-0. Still 0-0.
Yeah. Goals will come in this because the error is so high, Africans.
it could be this
guys,
type
remember
of
to
a game.
smash the like button on these videos.
So it could be this type of a game, but at the same time, it's
a hater.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a hater in Africans. A full time hater. 1 second.
No problem. As we continue on.
Obviously, it's a full-time hater. Africans.
If it pays well, it pays well. If it pays well, it pays well. I'm not mad. If it pays well, it pays well.
Belgium has Senegal Africans. What do you make of that thing? Because Belgium have not been impressive, you know. But I can say it's Senegal. I don't know what to make of Senegal either. You know,
it's the disappointment bowl. That's what I call that matchup. It's the two teams that have just been disappointing the entirety of the tournament, right? Yeah, and Belgium technically won their group at the death.
Yes, but they're still disappointed, Sibling. We are watching the games. Them they're bad. You know,
one team. I think with Belgium, and I had this conversation, I think with Nelson yesterday, Belgium feels like that's their players are their limit. Senegal feels like it's the coach is the problem. And so I feel like as long as the coach for Senegal is still there.
You think Belgium played at their limit?
I think they're relying on a lot of... I don't think
none of the players in Belgium played...
I feel like the
first game Onana started deeper. Look, Onana Tillemans started in the first game with De Bruyne. De Bruyne not playing the central good enough. He wants to play as an isolated central forward with the Catalan. It never really worked. Then Onana did not get any more game. Then Doku left for one game. So it's all over the place. Lukaku comes on. He bulldozes his way into getting an own goal. Then he had to start the next game. Then he's upset to come off the field. Then he never played the next game until later in the game. I don't know. I think Senegal doesn't look good. I think Senegal is criminally overhyped. I'm very sorry, people. They have talent. They have talent, but they are criminally overhyped as a team. I think so.
Yeah, but if
they have talented players, you know. Don't get me wrong, you know. Just like Belgium, you know. But I think that they are overhyped because I think that you have other African teams that are better. I'm very sorry. I know this touch people's soul, but I think Morocco is better than Senegal at football, blood. I'm very sorry, blood.
Well, I don't need to worry about Morocco playing Koulibaly as a center back. So I don't need to worry about that. Morocco's not going to do that. Morocco's not going to be like, hey, I know, Sadio, though you created chances, though you missed 2 against Iraq, but like at least they'll play players and get them there. And that's why I'm saying Senegal's problem they have the talents, they have the answers to the question that the teacher refuses to put them on.
But Africans, look here. You must say if Senegal is overhyped, what is Belgium? I just said Belgium didn't play good. So why I can't say Belgium was no good? But once I say Senegal is overhyped, is a problem. Why is it Africans? It's okay to talk bad about the big teams and people accept it. But as soon as they talk about the Senegal and any other team, people complaining. Nice, almost. I said Belgium never played good. Yeah. Belgium won their group, you know. Belgium won their group. And we are saying Belgium never played good, none at all. And so that means we are bringing down the big team. But a team that got 3 points, Africans, 3 points. I can't say anything bad about. They are not. Senegal beat Morocco, but Morocco is better. And boy, you're not watching the football, blood. You're not watching the football, blood. You're not watching football. So hold on. So the teams in that. Yeah, go ahead, Africans, and then ask him a question, because if you win a game, that means you're better than an opponent. Really?
But okay, if you look at their games, right? I would say, how do you not score that? How do you not score? I'm done.
Over the top.
How do you not score that? So we're
Canada lose the game here. Canada lose the game, Africa. Yes, let me just stop it here. Canada losing this game, Africans. They just pack your bag, Africans. You're out of the World Cup. This is bad blood. Africans said no. Yes, Canada losing this game, blood. Just fuck up your bag.
We are snake bitten.
Are they reviewing it if it passes the line?
It wouldn't
how much
risk.
saves? No, no, I need to see that online. I need to see that online review Africans because he came from over the ball. Oh, from inside. He came from inside his goal to clear it, you know. So I want to see when he connected to the ball because it looks like it's on the line. All right. Oh God, yeah. Jesus. Oh, Canada. Oh God.
But anyways, about Senegal.
Canada should have been out of sight in this.
Yeah, they need. Listen, I think you take off Tanny, you put on Laren in the second half. You see what you can do.
All right,
there.
next break coming here. Put it across instant. Just
look
put
at
the ball
that!
across.
Look at
put
that!
Put it across. Penalty, referee.
That's got to be a pen.
No, go look at it. Go and look at it. Don't continue play. Stop. Look at the play. That's a penalty.
That's got to be a pen.
Look at it. He wants to continue the game. You see what I'm telling you about? Like he wants to go and look at it. Don't continue to play. Don't move. Don't
that
move.
Is a that if that is not a pen, not a pen. That's a penalty.
He touched the ball first, but he went through the player after. His toe touched the ball. And then he went through the. Maybe they don't give it.
No, JD, don't you bring up toes on the street?
I'm just saying maybe they don't give it because his toenail touched the ball. His toenail touched the ball, but I think it's a penalty same way. It's gonna go for review now. I think it's a penalty same way now. But he touched the ball with his toenail. But you know why they might give it as a penalty? Because the player cannot proceed to continue because they take him out. Yes, he's going. Oh, no penalty? Are they made a decision so far or not? No PK? All right, no PK. All right. Oh God. Africa, Canada got their chances, blood.
Yeah.
Canada should have been 4-0 up in this game, blood. 4-0. I'm very sorry. And it's going to be a 1-0 South Africa game. Look at Ita Omzo. Ita Omzo says, well done. You know? I think it's a pen because the follow-through stopped the player from proceeding. But, you know, it's a pen on Hurricane, though. When it's Hurricane, it's a pen, 100%. You know? But I don't know. They got the chances, so we can't say they never played. The coach did everything. No, I don't want to hear anybody blaming Jesse Marsh and Africans because they got the chances, blood.
I'm not going to blame the coach. The only thing I would blame the coach on would be if their chances weren't there.
The selection. Over the top. Oh, Canada coming back again. Let go of the ball. Let go of the... That's no problem, man. You can't control and you think you're going to dribble past 4 people. Oh, that makes sense.
Brampton Bagonian. It's time.
Half time, man. The most frustrating first half I can...
Welcome to my life.
This has to be one-sided on the shots, them Africans. Okay, it makes sense. They registered 3 big chances, which they had like 7 to 8 big chances in the same one game. 8 shots to 3 and to none. I would say that South Africa had a 1 half entry when they went over the top, and that's it. And he slipped. He slipped the one that he couldn't control because he slipped Africans. But aside from that, they didn't know anything. But this should have been one-sided. Easy well. 2-3-0 to Canada, and we are looking at Canada just dropping back and countering them to death.
It's great. Listen, whoever is more clinical on the day.
Canada is terrible, blood. I am disappointed in Canada, man.
Good, that's fine.
If this finish 1-0 South Africa, this has to be the worst victory for the opposite team. This should have been easy, well out of sight. I am saying Canada should have been 5-0 Africans. I'm done with this. This should have been 5. This should have been 5, blood. I'm very sorry. I'm disappointed in Canadians, blood. Come on, Canada, man. You're destined to lose this one, blood.
Well, at least we haven't had any...
Africans nervous, man. Of course, man.
No. Watch my streams. I've been like this the whole time, minus the Qatar game. It's just finish the chat. But in real,
man's African sees there.
In all honesty, they've just.
It is the speed. It is the speed of how fast they're getting chances and missing the chances. Africans cannot get to relax.
Yeah, because it has been Canada.
They ran up the field, they get a chance.
They
came up, they got a chance. Bad decision. They got a chance. And the sad thing, South Africa giving them back the ball. They said, "Oh, you have one chance. You know what? Let me see if you can create the next chance." Because I just feel like you're going to do a miraculous miss. You understand me? Well, so you did one. But you go ahead. But I want to see the one Africans on the line. I want to see that one on the line. They need to show a replay. Oh, he cleared the ball off the line because he was jumping he was doing it from inside. So I want to see when he made connection. Normally they would have shown it, but they didn't.
All right. So as we said before, we're using SofaScore for stats here. 3 big chances to 1. The XG is giving the point 1.05 to 6. That is generous. It should be much, much more lopsided, but that's just based how the chances are there. 3 goalkeeper saves. The smat scramble for Canada at the ahead where Tejan misses, Tanny misses. It's cleared off the line. That should have been at least 1. The penalty, non-penalty call. It's not called a penalty. Fine. I move past that. Canada should have goals in this game, and they don't. If you're looking for the bright side of it,
you never rely on the penalty.
Yeah. If you're looking for the bright side, worst case scenario is, hey, at least Kyle Laren's still on the bench, and then Promise David is still on the bench. And so if it's going to be a game that's going to end where they're still going to give those types of chances, maybe you give up a little bit in terms of the pace with Tanny, but you have someone who could be a little bit more clinical with Kyle Laren. I think this suits his game a little bit better. He sees what needs to be done. He can move himself into dangerous spaces. Because if Tanny moves into this, I'm sorry.
Tanny can come off the field on Africans. Yeah. Agreed.
Right? And so that to me is...
But you're taking him off Africans? No, in the tunnel?
Yeah.
In the tunnel, you're just telling him it's not coming back on. You know? Enough is enough because... and you're bringing on Lauren, right?
Yeah.
Because he can't say he never got the chances. You got a chance to control, you can't finish. You got the ball at your foot, you can't finish. Then you decide you're going to dribble, you give back the ball to the opponent. You got all different phases of the game, and you seems to can't do nothing with it. And it's not like South Africa doing anything to stop you. You're doing something to stop yourself.
We would argue that they're encouraging.
So I agree with you. I think that... Yes, I agree with you. I know you can damage people's confidence, but you're a professional player, blood. You understand me? I don't care about confidence. It's a World Cup, blood, and we need to win. So you have to understand that it's nothing personal. You got a lot of opportunities, blood, and we need a finisher, somebody that will be calm, organized, and get the shot off. And I think Kyle Laren is one of the best player on your team that can get the shot off, snapshots off fast. And that's what you need. David is very good at it, you know. But for some reason, David can't control. No, I don't. David is a supreme controller and a short backlift striker because he has a short center of gravity, so he can get the snapshot off fast. but he seems to be sliding all over the field and can't control. I don't know if it's the jersey of Canada is the problem. Sorry.
I think it's the year. I think the year. If you look at the year that he's had, this World Cup is not hiding those allegations at all. Like the year he had at club wasn't the best club, and it's kind of leaked into this. You throw away the 3 goals against Qatar, but it's been not to throw it away, but you to discount it. He's had basically the same type of a year where the work rate is there, but he's just not finishing. So again, player ratings for Canada: Eustáquio, the best player for SofaScore. That checks that rate.
Yeah, somebody in the midfield you have to pick. But he should have been one of the forwards and by far. David or Tani should have been the best player so far because they should have finished one of those chances. You know, too much. Miller over dribbling too much. He had a lot of opportunities to put the ball in early. And those are actually big chances as well, regardless of the distance that he's at. Because if it's De Bruyne or Messi, you're getting that ball. Because I saw Messi pass the ball to Alvarez. It's one of those balls, Africans. I know we're talking about Messi. You understand me? Mm-hmm. But you have the opening, so keep the damn ball. You're a professional player. Try. Mm-hmm. Stop holding onto the ball and decide that you're a dribbler. I don't know you has no Buchanan. You have no pace to Buchanan. You understand me? So stop those over-the-top dribbling because it's not working, blood. You know?
Yeah.
You be the dictator by passing range. Make the Buchanan be the one running to do it because he's fast and stronger. That's my take.
Yep. So at this point, I mean, if I'm for Canada, I'm saying Kyle Larin for Tanny for sure. And I might consider, as wild as this would be, I might consider, like, Tejan's being marked out, but then he's had a tough tournament, but he's being marked out. From in terms of dangerous spaces, they're saying, well, if we can deal with Tejan, then we'll lose if it's the other side. So I don't know what to do with Tejan if you just keep on having him work there.
Yeah, I think you might have to keep him because you saw his runs in behind. It's harder to stop than Miller. Miller's he's a little bit too slow, and his decision making is not as impressive. You know, so I would keep Tejan there, even for the fear factor in Africans.
Yeah, for the fear factor, yeah.
The fear factor of him having a rapid speed and the strength, because his upper body strength is ridiculous, you know. I saw 2 South Africans that are Africans. They run lion and tigers, and they can't bounce him off the ball, blood. He's strong. You know, that's what they look for in football. You can't take him off. Miller, Miller just needs to go and do something else. Go and sell CD on the road or something, blood. Yes.
So probably
Ahmed, that kid,
Ahmed coming
put
in.
Ahmed on the damn field. Yeah. Yes. Take off Milan's making him sell CD.
Just make him a man. Yeah. True. The guy was a big part of cutting passing lanes, and it's why South Africa are playing long balls. That's true. True. 2 South Africans that are 80. That is a quote, though. We'll keep that. Hey, he's got a year older. You know, the grays are starting to show, but hey, happy birthday still, young. Happy Earth strong for you.
Yes, they're beating my body, you know? Yeah, they're beating my big best professional pro club. Yes, I've been it's a good thing I never did any stream because the sun, believe me, I would have been just out of it. You know, I would have been sleeping on the stream. And so I'm here, man. I'm here. I've been watching the streams, put likes and move on, you know. But today is a little bit less hot, so it gives me an opportunity to come on. Yeah, but yes, Canada definitely look at the better team.
And Bombito coming back from injury definitely has looked.
He's not coming off in Africans. He's gonna stay on that damn field. You know?
Yeah, he doesn't have to do too much, but he's looked good. Yeah.
No. What do you mean he's Africans? No, he's doing a lot. What he's doing is he's blocking.
He's tracking well.
Because they're trying to put it in that gap because they're trying to test him. And remember, it's over his side. Yes. The one came from over the top, you know, and his recovery pace is ridiculously good because he reached in front of the South African guy to start the play. So I think he's doing good. I wouldn't take him out of the field.
No,
he's nice, man. He's nice.
I wouldn't take him off the pitch. Yeah.
Because of injury. Because of injury.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you and that's where I started off this. I think you take him as long as he can, but you have Lucas Boudreau who's there. So that's at least someone that you can at least trust in those type of moments. You have him there. Okay. And I think that works well. So you can push him as long as you need it to be. But I think from there, I think defense-wise, but I think for Canada, the moves, Miller for Ahmed and then Tanny for Kyle Larin. And you do that immediately. And then you see kind of what can come through for the game. Because I think this game is there to be had, but it's also there to be wasted if they keep on not capitalizing on the opportunities that they are.
Look at the amount of people outside ready to celebrate and kind of let them down. Jesus Christ. A lot of people watching you, man. Damn. All right. Nice.
Mm-hmm. And to flip this to South Africa, like after their first half, like what do you change? Do you get them to be more narrow? Do you get them to stay more wide? Do you say be patient in the build-up? Like what would you say for South Africa based off of this half?
Everything for South Africa comes between you have in the middle there, you have Makona. Mm-hmm. I think I would have to see more from him. Normally you would have idled on the ball and wait until the space open. But because the Canadians are so energetic, sometimes he has more space on the ball and he tends to believe that he has less space and just let him go off the ball. I think that midfield pairing not working for them because they're letting go of the ball too easy and they're just giving the ball back to Canada. Canada don't have to run for the ball. They're just literally passing the ball to Canada. So the movement between both teams, not both teammates, not feel, I don't know what's going on because they are always better than this. I've seen them play Nigeria better than this. You understand me? So Canada ain't better than Nigeria. So why is it so they are finding it so difficult to just make entry passes? So credit to Canada because I can't say credit to Canada because the passes them are so easy to make. Africans because the Canadians are not there. They're just making bad passes. So I don't know what happened. What I can say about South Africa, just literally do the fundamentals. Build from the fundamentals. Just make sure every play you make sure you complete every pass is correct and try to finish in a shot. They are not playing good at all. The poor passing it's just letting down the team. They can't build up nothing. They have a bunch of passive possession in the low block, and once you pass the back four, nothing. No, that you need to see more from your midfield. Your midfield need to push, call out people to go wide, collect the damn ball, work it a little bit in the midfield, in the attacking area. We have not seen nothing from South Africa in the attacking area. Credit to Canada, I'm not disrespecting Canada, but some of the passes, if you're watching the game, people, you can see that the passes are on South Africa more than Canada being good defensive in those gaps. It's just them passing the ball bad.
Yeah. So 2 comments from Nelson, which I think are good things for that. The holding midfielders for them. So Mokena had 4 sequences where his passes were intercepted. Sithole was who was poor in the first game, has been the better of the 2. That's a fair point. The other thing which I started the stream off with, same
thing.
Right. They still have Lyle Foster. And if they're gonna go long, maybe Lyle gives them more of a hold-up man to get the ball there in this type of a game. That wouldn't be a bad move to at least have to.
Bambi, there's fast in Africans.
Sorry?
Bambi, there's fast in it. This recovery pace is ridiculous, man. You don't see the recovery pace just a while ago.
I do, but it's also interesting to me that Foster played the first half, and then all the Reds happen, and then he comes off, and he hasn't really touched the pitch since. And if he has something to give, he might be someone who might be chomping at the opportunity to again show his mettle and show his worth for Bafana. So that's not a bad shout in terms of a player that maybe can change a little bit of the dimensions of the attack. So at least you have a little bit, not necessarily going long and trying to go with pace, but at least having a hold-up presence type of there who could be a little bit more physical back there and then allow you to then move the ball within those spaces. But those are 2 points I think are fair to keep an eye on.
But for me, I think they have to work on the midfield. I think the coach would have seen something in training from the forwards, right? And the midfield. That's why he selected them. But they are not doing something in the midfield. we can't blame the striker. They are not getting the ball. The wingers them should come for the ball a lot more to give that opening that you're looking for. I wouldn't say it's a central striker's job. I think it's the winger's job to give more support. But they have to make a change in the midfield, in the engine room for me, rather than the direct striker. Because Bambito, I think none of them run past Bambito in this game, Africans. It's just not going to happen because it looks like he's fast. He's very fast. He has the edge on them. So you're not going to, if the next one is better, because remember, a coach picked based on the style of play, you know. So if that one, like what you just said about Lauren and Tommy, one plays better in the closer transits. So maybe the next one is not, he's good at going in behind, but Bambito's close off that. So that his option that what he comes with is already nullified. So maybe the other one adds something different, dropping deep as a central forward or something. So maybe that's why he selected him over him. You have to look at that there because that's how coaches pick team.
That's fair. So Mbafa comes on for Mofokeng, come in. So the 10 they're swapping out for South Africa. And it looks like that's the only change we're coming in with. So not the two holding. So we'll see if the midfield solidifies itself a little bit more for South Africa. But that seems to be the only change that happens as we are into second half action here. And so still 0-0 is the score. And
so they take up the attacking midfielder to they take up the attack. So so that means our conversation was solid then.
I would have looked at the holdings first before the attacking.
No, but maybe they wanted more body overall to try to see if they can stave out the Canadians.
I understand that logic, but I would say change all the bodies instead of just adding another one. That would just be me. But still 0-0 is the score. Into the second half, we are.
Yeah, I think that's a solid change for them to win something back in midfield. Break here for Canada. And that stays inside? Really? He kept that inside or it looked like he was outside? All right. It's outside. But that's a good break here for Canada early. Oh, yes, it just went outside. All right, so Canada people need an early goal for all the success that came in the first half. Good change from South Africa because their midfield was the problem so far because we never saw anything from their striker. So we can't blame him for anything. They couldn't control or pass the ball. Credit to, good press here from Canada. South Africa trying to wait for the whistle. Don't wait for the whistle because the whistle won't come. Like you're not playing in this World Cup. Whistles don't blow blood. All right, let's see. Click on here, first ball. Canada, interception. South Africa resets. Let's see. Who is going to drop off of the ball? Nobody dropped off of the ball. Forced the goalkeeper to go forward. Worked it in the middle. All right, let's see. A wonderful pass here, South Africa. All right. All right. Or you see it, Africans, so they dropped off low. So that means an extra pass is always there. Yes, they made an error there on that pass, but you still saw how much options they had. In the first half, they never had that option.
No. Within that sequence, no, that's true there. It's very true there.
Free kick.
Offsides.
Omar Eni said, the longer it stays 0-0, South Africa will get the win. Okay? God damn. Canada not clinical enough. I agree with that.
I agree.
Bambita is the one who edited the ball at taking off the line. Well, I have to give him even more credit. I was just talking about defensive actions, and he's impressive. All right, we're seeing much more fight here from South Africa. since the change. So I guess they had some bust up in the locker room, telling them that this is actually a knockout game. So get your socks together, you know.
So it would be.
Click on here. All right, interception Canada. All right. Poor ball there from Canada. Could start something for South Africa with South Africa resets. Canada will start their pressing because they start to have a little bit more mid-block than high pressing.
Yes, they are.
So let's see if they are going to start pressing higher, because obviously they can't sustain that ridiculous speed that they're playing at.
Oh, goals always give you a burst of energy, and without them, now you start checking to see.
Oh, why. Poor pot. Oh, okay. Referee gave it to Canada. All right, and the free kick taken early. Referee calls it back. Okay, yeah, because the player is down. So a free kick for Canada. But the player is down. Referee called it back. You see, Africans, that's what I'm talking about. The fear of Buchanan, he has to run in because he doesn't want to square him up. You understand me? So he's trying to close him down faster. I don't think Miller bring the same.
Well, that's where, again, I would have said Ahmed for Miller, or Ahmed for Miller in that situation. So,
guys, massive respect for supporting the streams so far, but please hit the like button as you come in, so we can get the visibility on the streams. If you don't hit the like button, nobody will be here. All right? Yes, I saw that people on the channels them still. So, but we need the likes them to be up. You know, if you have 30, 40 people watching, 50 people watching, make sure you mark yourself present, and also hit the like button so we can match the amount of people watching. All right? I will be back. I'm going to try and do as much streams, but the days of the match, the temperature of the match, the days, or else I'm not going to be here. So once I'm not here, you know that it's a temperature thing, you know? It's rough blood.
This is an experience.
51st minute. Both teams trying to figure out the adjustments.
Yeah.
Throw in here for Canada. Flick on. And it's a goal kick. All right. Over the top here, South Africa. Good flick on. Let's see. 1-2. Nice.
Like no control.
Runs are there. And good tackle here. Over the top. Ooh, I boot that referee. That should be a free kick. Okay. A late call. But that's a free kick blood. That should have been called instant. That's an I boot. Africans, I promise you, these referees, your eyeball have to be out of your head.
These referees are like, all the stoppage time I'm going to give for stopping the game is going in the hydration break.
Upton says South Africa will win 1-0.
The life.
I'm getting a little log here.
Looks like Laren is warming up to come in.
Oh, yeah. The Jamaicans are not giving up on Canada, man. You realize no Jamaicans want any of the my question is, we have to ask that, guys. Why we don't support our neighbors, like our region people? You know, I want to see United States does well, Canada does well, you know. I don't want to see them get knocked out. Uptown G, why think Canada will just lose the game when they're playing the better football, you know? Why can't start to say that they're gonna win? Because if Jamaica was playing, you would have said Jamaica would have won. Africans, you have an answer for that?
Listen, I don't have an answer for that. I am somewhere. I am somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm somewhere. Um, I'm thinking about a thought I've had about this World Cup, where it's a side that has been terrible, have created chances but don't finish, and then the other side comes back and takes it at the end, which I've seen that game multiple times at this World Cup. So I'm emotionally preparing myself for a game where Canada has a lot of chances but don't convert, and then South Africa will have one big chance and then come at it in the end. But I think, look, rivalries don't end in one moment, right? The rivalries stay going, and yes, in some cases you can support your federation mates, but I mean at the same time.
Okay, so the rival, but Jamaica should not have any rivalry. Africans, they have not gone anywhere in life. You understand me? So they should not have any rivalry. They should be glad to support a team that is in the World Cup, blood. Band vibes. Thanks for being here. How you doing, man? Yes, we're here, man. We're here chopping up. Me and Africans chopping up things, you know. Just trying to call out the Jamaicans, them, you know, my brothers, them to support the Canadians and the Americans, you know, and stop eating. Jamaica never win during the World Cup because they were in good blood. All right. South Africa is playing now. Yes, they've been playing a little bit better. Still, the better options entries them went to Canada so far, but they are playing a lot better, you know. Why am I getting so much issues?
And yeah, that's fair. I think the rate this game is going, feels like a 1-0 type of a game.
One second, Africans. I'm getting some internet issues.
No problem. I will hold it here as I've been holding it.
Well, a few goals to come. I'm just trying to get my game back up. Yeah. Africans, they're here to troll in, man.
Oh, I
let you know.
I know that. The reason why the banter will flow is still in the title. Like I know that's gonna happen. I am very much aware of that. But right now, the problem you went all that time with nothing to show, and now
Richard said Jamaica just bad mind
because they didn't make the
World Cup
twice. They didn't make the World Cup twice.
Richard, you know, when I know that was a true story, when Africans, you have a chant, you have like in Jamaica, you have CVM and TVJ, right? The two national stations. You have a person, and when Curacao got 7. Remember, in the Curacao beat Jamaica and drew Jamaica to qualify to the World Cup, you know? And they are on the national station saying that they know that Jamaica wouldn't have gotten 7. They are better than Curacao on the national channel. So imagine what they're going to say about Africa, about Canada. They ain't caring, man. But it's
17 minutes in 17 minutes in October.
The competitive spirit going, you know.
Looks like he gets his.
Why are these sports presidents bald? What the hell is going on with my
Canadian substitution coming here, and the substitution is
Jamaica not getting 7, brother.
And then
Emperor,
Saliba
I don't know if you remember. Jamaica got 4 from Panama, 3 from Nigeria, 5th string team.
Oh, this is interesting. So Canada substitution, Bombito goes 60, and then Saliba goes 60. But
you know that you're making subs Africans.
Yes, Canada takes off Saliba, and then they take off.
Where my internet gone, man? Okay, let me just go to my phone.
This is interesting. So
maybe
a
this was
sub in the
something
midfield. Yeah. So Nico
Emperor,
Seagull
I
comes
don't
in.
think Jamaica would have feel anything better. Panama gave Jamaica 4. Curacao gave them 2. Nigeria 5th string gave them 3. Yeah?
It's okay. So 2.
Go ahead, I'm just arguing a point that someone arguing because they're fighting. Oh, my Jamaica would have gotten from Germany. But I'm really Japanese, you know?
So Segur gets minutes, but still no change at striker yet.
Africans they know that they can't get left out. Africans, they give them a piece of the conversation.
No, more than likely. For Bombito, probably he's on a minutes count, or that's how long he could go, based off of the injury. I know he's been playing well.
I'm playing about my street Africans because I can't see the game. I can't commentate you.
No, that's no problem.
Bombito?
Yeah, they took off Bombito for Luke de Fougerolles.
They took him off against?
Yes, they took him off.
Oh wow! Okay.
They need someone quicker in the box.
I don't like that.
He's a player coming back from injury, and look, 60 minutes. I don't mind it. But hey, they have.
Where are you watching the Africans? Because my Lighten Sports is shut down. Are you hearing me, Africans?
Yeah, I'm on Hez. Goal.
Let's go. All right. Let's go. Yeah. Let me try this the last time because I don't know why we're getting so much problems. All right. I think I've got me back. All right, good. 60 minutes. All right. I'm at 60 minutes. What time it is at? 61. All right. So I'm 1 minute behind.
62. So yeah,
they expanded the teams and we still never got to. Yeah. Jamaica ain't good at football, Lord. Canada knows teams past Jamaica at this point. Regardless if we want Canada to win or lose. Canada is putting a good showing, but obviously some of their key players have been injured, so that really costing them. You know, when in key moments, you could see if they had the better players. Them maybe Bombito fully fit. I know that Africans might want Alphonso Davies to play his defensive role, but Alphonso Davies playing a winger, I think is better than Miller. You know.
Yes, but then if he plays there, we don't have fullbacks. Like, I think it's a matter of where you have the depth. And in this tournament, I don't care. But in the greater scheme of things, I think the conversation is you have more wingers who are kind of all at the same level versus having just a good winger and then your fullback depth is shot. So I think I'd rather trust that same level of winger versus putting Davies here in the greater scheme of things. But in this tournament, no, I think you do what you have to do. If that means Davies has to be a striker, you play him as a striker. Yeah. Get the win, move on.
I'm connecting my mic. They said my voice is jumbling, so maybe you're not hearing me. So I'm just gonna connect the mic. Give me a second.
I'm hearing you. It's just a little bit delayed, but that's all right. And just a wayward shot. But yeah, South Africa definitely are taking some more opportunities because the game is there for them to take. And
yes, and Kone got injured as well. That's a big injury. Yeah. So Canada really doing good. At a break here, good recovery. Let me see if I my next my mic. All right, so let me see. You're hearing me now, Africans?
Yeah, I've been hearing you the whole time.
You're not hearing me?
No, I'm hearing you. I am hearing you. I've been hearing you the whole time.
All right, so yeah, because it says it's connected because it's reading it. All right, so I went back to okay. Oh, okay, no. All right, so HDMI display. All right, because I never heard Afrikaans. Your mic is much better now, okay, but I'm not hearing Africans. I'm not hearing Africans.
Oh, you're not
at
hearing
all.
me at all. Okay.
Oh, yes, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it now because I
Okay.
had to change around the system when I plugged the mic in. Yeah, people remember I never had my thing set up, so that's the problem. Sorry about that,
No problem. No problem. No problem.
So 63 minutes now, people. It's time to worry,
Substitutions still can be made. So we're still
Planting
here.
is not here. A break here coming for Canada. Let's see. Oh, through the middle here. Wonderful pace here for Canada. Let's get through. Get through. Oh, God. Lord, God. Oh my, keep Andre Africans just
Did I not say this is Panama with Andre Blake?
This is the greatest good try ever. And just might be right, Just Canada is the greatest good try. Oh my God. Oh Lord.
Ronan Williams
if
reminding us
South
that
Africa
he's
win
the
this
best
game, man. They
goalkeeper
deserve it, man. God damn. How much is goalkeeper is on? 7.8? No. This man need to be on a 10. And the defenders need to be on a 10 as well.
Well, the quickest one is there. Okay. 10 is the quickest one. You might want to put Promise in just so that it's a
We
different...
need a quicker striker. But I don't know how fast he got through. He just needed the ball, And
yeah, he got the ball. Chances.
Any commercial. I just need the game.
Oh, can you feel the palpable tension? At least I have another 30 minutes of this if no goals are scored. It's not straight to penalties.
And sorry to say, it's still but this might be the best game Canada play. Yeah, but I'm saying Africans, this might be the best game Canada played in the entire World Cup so far. This might be the best game, Like the rate of how they're breaking down South Africa and creating the chances. I'm not talking about the misses, but this might be the best chance created game they played so far. I know you don't give that any respect. You just want to win games, but they are moving the ball. Good blood. Oh God. Why do they keep getting so much yellow cards?
Yeah, I'm trying to see that. Okay, yeah, Omar, I'll flag that
because I'm not seeing it too.
Yeah, but so far still 0-0. But South Africa are resolute, and Canada are just incapable of scoring.
It's out again. It's out again. Let me try the bottom streams. Let me try the last one. Oh, second pulling break.
Yep.
Please. Yeah, I like this performance from Canada. It's just because they're not finishing, but the creations are. It's so verse. They are coming from everywhere.
No, it's not Nelson.
They just can't finish.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
This is good. I think this might be one of the best. This might be one of the best display for any team in Concacaf. Obviously sometimes we're talking two different things. He's just saying things, to you, but I am talking about what as a consecration against a solid team in the world. This is very good. This is impressive. It's just not finishing. I know you guys want to win, but I'm talking about football. They created Africans. Why are you complaining? It isn't because they created the chance. I'm asking a question, Africans. Is it because you create a chance? Why you have something to complain about? Total game I've seen from a CONCACAF team, including Mexico and United States. That's all I'm saying. I know it
I'm not
doesn't get any
disagreeing with
points, but
you.
this is
I
good,
won't.
brother. It's good football.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
I won't
saying.
put. Yeah, and I won't disagree. I won't push you in terms of saying like I don't agree with
I,
that. But I think the thing is
I
when I
can't
look.
talk to people when they are invested in the games, you know.
No, but like okay, you factor that in with my investment emotionally into this game. I think it's I've seen this script
My point
not
is
only
when the
with
game finished, we
Canada.
can't complain about the coach.
No, I won't complain about the coach. I think maybe it's when do you bring in
Yes,
Laren?
I understand. That's why I said I'm not going to argue with none of you guys, but I'm telling you, Canada playing very good. You after before the game started, you expect it to be this one sided.
No, I didn't expect it to be this one-sided. But
No,
I
I'm
expect.
saying Africans, but before the game started, you were in a preview and stuff.
Mhm.
You never expected it to be this one sided with chances.
No.
So the fact that it's this one-sided, that's all I'm talking on. I know that we're having a different conversation.
Okay.
That's what I said. I'm not having the
Okay, in
same
that case,
conversation as
yeah,
the
in that case, yes,
commenters.
I agree.
You know, yeah. I'm
Yeah, in
just
that case,
having
I agree.
the
But I think for
football
me,
quality. I'm just giving
yeah.
Canada their credit. You know,
Mhm.
when they meet Jamaica, again, it's like America.
Yeah. So in that case, okay, wait, if they're taking, they need one striker, or do they think that what? Okay, so they went, okay, one sub left. So they went Promise over Tanny. So no Kyle Laren, Jacob Schaffelberg over Liam Miller. Okay. This is no Laren. Okay. So no Laren. Promise David in for Tanny Oluwaseyi. It's just the lack of being able to finish that's just really hitting them here. They've been given every opportunity to finish. Well, they have one sub left, so it's either going to be if it's Laren, you're taking off Joe David. If it's Richie, you're taking off. I'm sorry, if it's Davies, you're taking off Richie. So something is going to happen here. That much something is going to happen for certain in terms of the opportunities here, but still 0-0. Chances are galore. But overrun, but then not quite dealt with. South Africa moving. Nico Segur, okay, he already had the yellow. Yeah, because that was gonna throw things off completely. Because like he just picked one up, so then why is he still on the pitch? All right, so 0-0. South Africa have kept it drawn so far. Okay, yeah, I figured that's what you were doing. So not a problem. But still 0-0 as we have South Africa with some possession moving the ball 2 minutes behind here. So if something happens, I'll see in the chat, then I'll react to it. No problem. So here we go. Deep, good throwing for South Africa. Looking, probing. No 5-second rule, apparently. Tries to win it, but Schaffelberg tries to get to it, can't get to it. Nearly broken through, but too much on a pass. Dealt with, gone deep. Promise tries to get to it, but can't. Headed back over. Cornelius heads it down. Stakio to Richie. All right. Let's see if we have JD back in. JD, we're here.
Yes. I'm here. You're hearing me better, right?
Yeah, hearing you. Nearly
All right,
got
good.
him.
All right, let me try to get back the game now. Yeah.
All right.
You know what? Let me come off this and just watch the game right here. As I can literally use this thing. This always works.
All right, so here we have a goal kick coming in for Canada. I think the changes can help. One more substitution here for Canada, and they're doing it. Tajon out, Alphonso Davies in an attacking role. So no Kyle Aaron. Okay.
Alfonso coming on. No Kyle
Alphonso
Aaron?
Davies for Tajon Buchanan. They're doing it.
So Miller is still on Africans?
Miller is off. It's Schaffelberg and Davies as your wingers. And again, as I've said before, in the greater scheme of things, he's a fullback. But in this game, just win the game. Okay. I don't care.
I think his natural ability will make him make better decisions and that in those moments. I think he has something to add to this game, Africans. Believe me.
No, he definitely does. Oh, that's just such a waste of but captain.
All right, I'm watching it on my computer now, so I'm good. The phone ain't cutting it at all.
Let me get to that chance here.
That's a poor pass. What?
So Tajon gets a good run in, but then ultimately he sits there. So if it goes to additional time, then you are sitting. I think you have an additional sub. Canadian fans are happy to see
what Alfonso has now.
Yes,
early whipping.
Exactly.
Just let it through. Why you kick the ball? Oh my God! Africans, just put the ball wide. It's empty. Just put the ball wide. Just make the addition. The guys. Oh God! You shouldn't take that shot. You see it, Africans?
I'm going to see it in a minute here. I am so delayed on my stream, it seems. So. And with Davies, he's going to drift inside. So he'll help you with the midfield a bit as well as you're coming through. I think I just lost JD for a sec, but he'll be back when he's back. But we have the Cousins on the pitch now. Okay. I know I see it, but hey, he could have. That was at his feet. Puts it on. If he lays it out, maybe he can get a better shot, but I'm not mad at that shot. I am not mad at that shot. All right, still 0-0. And again, I'm a little bit delayed I'm about a minute and I'm about 2 minutes behind you guys from what the screen is showing. So we'll give you play by what's happening. So again, if something happens, I'll get to it, but we'll be talking about it here at South Africa. Slow in building up. We have David, and Davies all on the pitch right now. The Cousins are in. Let's see what they can create here. As South Africa are slow on the build-up. Trying to create something. Dealt with. Richie gallops it in. Davies with the ball. Dribbles through. Looking for. Passing it back. All the way back. Luke de Fougerolles. Johnson Fougerolles. Derek Cornelius. Down the line. Kept in. Promise. Davies shielding. And it's cleared to the other side of, let's say. True. But it wasn't a bad effort, to be honest. So that's why I'm not necessarily too upset with it, for sure. But I definitely see the point that he had time because the defense was off of him. He could have composed himself and gone through. And now everything is really starting to feed through Davies' side. And Davies is definitely being well. The interplay between both of them, captain to captain. Davies gets inside, just puts it low. David puts it close. Saved. Davies has added some life into the side, and this is what we've been missing. There's a goal here, but they can't waste this opportunity for themselves. Davies is definitely pushing in that space, but here we are, Canada still. Richie to Stakio back to Davies, and the throw in coming in again, a little bit delayed. Let me see if I can actually get this up. Oh, just no one made the run on that space. Are you talking about me? Or are you talking about like the game overall? Listen, this is where I am emotionally. Let me get this win some way somehow. And let me actually see if I can get the stream back up to date here. But still 0-0 in this game. Let's see if they can create something here in these final moments of the game to get a win here. Or maybe it's South Africa who steal it at the end. Maybe it's South Africa who steal it at the end. We'll have to wait and see. But so far, okay, this was almost better. But they're just okay. So now Canada building up, stretching out the lines a bit to see if they can go. They go long, but they just can't connect it to how they want it to. Nothing on the throw, but then South Africa back with the ball. I need to be giving more of you guys. I do apologize that I'm getting quiet in these moments here, but yep, it is palpable. JD, we back?
Yes, I should be back. My computer froze just a while ago. I don't know what happened. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No problem. Still 0-0. Davies created a couple chances while you were gone.
Man. Davis is a
still
different level player, man. Just a while ago.
Right, Triple Eight. Look, we've been saying that for a half, so at some point we hope it comes, but we'll definitely wait to see what comes from there. JD, I'll run real quick, so I'll be back here. So I'll just be back.
All right, I'm back up. I'm hoping that I don't get any freeze, any mic problem over the top here. Let's see. Good hold up here, Canada. Square pass, poor square pass there. Africans, you're okay. Your internet went. Inactivity froze. The comment. Well, I'm gonna try to be as much. I think maybe the eat. I've had a lot of things not functioning. Guys, once you're in, anywhere you're watching from, please do it, like, want to share, and subscribe. All right. I saw a few people over the Imaxit, over the Wemaxit. I will be back. I will try and cover as much games, to make up back for the games that I've missed. Yeah, but.
All right, we're back here, and we are just sitting and waiting. Still 0-0 as we have movement coming back the other way. Yeah, I'm that delayed, eh? Incredible. No one can really string together the passes to create something. This game feels like it's about to run into additional time, added time, because they've just not been good connecting balls here, passing, decision making. It's all just sitting and missing. And so there's a game to be won here for sure, but no one is no one is connecting the final pass to do it. And so we still sit here at 0-0. South Africa weathering, Canada still trying to knock, but not finding any answers yet. And that's where we stand here as the game continues to go. Because it's long ball strikes to long ball strikes, and hold up is there. It's possible, but then just nothing to really show for. Look at, oh, that was a good strike. That was a good strike and a good save there from Max Crepeau. Again, apologies. I am about a minute. I'm about 2 minutes behind here. But still nothing wide of Schaffelberg. Chipped inside. Again, they're crossing to spaces, not to runs. And so if someone holds up the run, you have a chance there, but nothing to show for. Still 0-0. He's have Cornelius. As you have Davies. Can't quite dribble through. And because of that, we're still sitting at 0-0. There is a goal here. There is definitely a goal here. There is definitely a goal here. As South Africa are making 2 changes, Rayner's coming on and Moremi coming on. Those are the changes coming for South Africa. And they are coming on for Maseko and Makopa. Sorry. Yeah. The tension is just creating I can't speak. Makopa is coming off as well as Maseko for Rainers and Moremi. So those are definitely moves for additional added time. And we'll see what comes of it, possibly when it comes for penalties. But still 0-0. Right, we're up to 4 big chances on SofaScore for Canada versus none for South Africa, even though there's the save that came through for Max Crepeau off a long shot. Looking for fouls, looking for calls, but nothing showing. And now South Africa building and probing and definitely trying to find the ball into some good spaces. But can they find the breakthrough is the question. Can they find the breakthrough is the question. Still 0-0. Still 0-0. It's just an errant pass there. Headed towards the 89th or the 90th minute, waiting to see what the additional time is. I'm going to go with probably 5 minutes of additional time to come through. Factor in the lack of space. And right now, it's just feeling like South Africa are trying to get their last push in to win this before we go to add additional time. But Canada are just not made the right decisions. As you see, Davies try to cut it back inside, but cuts it back, but to no one. And then you have South Africa moving the ball forward with space that they can just eat into. Got some good runs coming through, possibly. But nothing to show for it. Still using the width of the pitch. Using the width of the pitch for certain. but nothing again to show for it as we hit the 90th minute. Still no score. And it just feels like a game where the first real shot on target for South Africa may be the one that does it, or for Canada, it might be finally on the sixth big chance. Maybe it's the seventh one. We'll have to wait and see. But so far, that is where we are. This is where we sit, and we're waiting to see what comes on as South Africa continues to play the ball and their slow, methodical build up. No sign for additional time yet. We're waiting for that to come through. Waiting to see what the time that we'll get here is. Perfect. Throwing in JD here again.
I'm Africans. I put away the mic. I'm just gonna use what I have. It was working before. Yes. All right. I just want to finish the game. You know. Sorry.
Fair enough. 5 minutes of added injury time here. So 5 minutes before we go to more. Could a win be found in that time? Yes, but
and you're hearing me well, don't you're hearing me well? Africans?
Yes, hearing you well. Yes.
Yeah, so people, sorry about that. I will get the mic and everything sorted out because my computer froze. Everything just went down.
Indeed.
Canada still getting more chances and not doing anything, right?
Yep. Story of the game. Come
on, Canada. Let's get a 1-0 win, man. Don't stretch this thing out, man. You already played good enough and didn't get there. Finally. If something, I've never seen something more deserved. A shovel, whip it. What? Gustavo! Finally!
God damn! Thank you so much. Oh,
I've never seen a more dominant game finish 1-0. Come on, come out now, South Africa, so Canada can boss you.
We don't care how it comes. We just care that it happens.
Yes, South Africa, you're a good team, but Canada was the better team today and deserve this one. Just lay down now, South Africa, and go to sleep, please. Just go to sleep.
I don't want to do this again. I don't want to.
Just go to sleep.
Go home. I am home. I just want to go home.
Yes, they have gotten chances the whole game, man. Who stuck you from 20 yards. And to be honest, he was creating the whole game, Africans. He was creating the whole game.
Yes. Give him back the armband. Davies. Give it back to him now. Just give it back.
No. Davies came on to change everything, Africans. You have to give Davies his credit.
Listen. Let me just... Listen.
Oh, come! The game is not done. They're going to come forward. So make sure you have the counter. Make sure you have the counter for them to finish them off. Our wonderful header now. Shouldn't give them back. Don't let them have the ball. Our wonderful interception. They are stretched now. Play it wide. Use your pace now. Yes. I need them to catch them off, Africans, because they're going to come out now. If Canada had scored from early, this game finished 6 love Africans, because they could have gotten it behind them. Our wonderful interception again from Canada. Come on, stop! No reset. No, oh God, you guys are gonna set them up for them to score on their blood. No reset, just bomb it forward, just the same. Yeah, wonderful, Osakio. Give me something good. Good bounce. Promise inside. Too slow, man. All right. South Africa trying to get, and South Africa, Canada have more resources than you to go and fight a harder battle. So let Canada win the game, please. Just stop. Lay down. Yeah, Canada was better in the whole game, bro. Let's
Make
give it away.
90% of a continent happy right now. Just do it for them. Do it for your compatriots who apparently aren't cheering for you. Do it for them. Listen, Nelson.
You can see that Canada have way more quality than South Africa. So they are more equipped to do better in the next round. You understand, Africans? Because I can't bother with this defensive football in the next round, blood. I need people that can challenge the next team, and Canada is much more equipped for that. That's what I'm saying. I like Cape Verde and all of these teams. They're fighters, but it come a time when they need to lay down and go to sleep. So South Africa, just go and sleep.
Enjoy we've enjoyed the stories, and South Africa.
They're trying, Africans. They're trying.
Listen, I know they're trying.
Pump it forward, pump it forward, pump it forward, and pump it forward.
Ref, end the stream. Ref, end the stream.
Ref, you can blow it off, don't know if it's over the time, Or you tell me one more what? One more. You have 3 seconds for 5 minutes. He's still saying 1 more minute. It has to go to 6 minutes. What is wrong with his ref? He's on 5 minutes and saying 1 more minute. Oh, clearance again from Canada. And South Africa gets it again. Don't let him put the cross in, blood. Why are they allowing him to get the cross in? Don't let him turn. Nice, good. All right, they're gonna get the cross in here. Oh, nice. Oh, South Africa gets the cross in. Good clearance again from Canada. Push it forward. Oh, all right. That's supposed to be the end of it.
End it. Blow the.
He's not ending it.
Ref.
He says continue. He said.
Ref, we're on 7. Ref. Ref.
He said.
They're Nigerians in my chat supporting me. This
South Africa again opportunity to put it back in the box. Wonderful. Good save. Hold it. It's
hold it for the next 2 minutes.
It's 6 minutes now. Don't give you 1 more minute. Oh God. So people Canada, we have to be repping the Concacaf because Jamaica ain't here, blood. So we have to give credit to the teams that are actually good in our region. Canada dominated this game. This game should have been 6-0. And Canada scraped past to get a 1-0 victory. But if you really watch the game, Canada was dominant in this game and should have clearly won this game without this. Canada can't win game easy. Canada is the Jesse Marsh team. If you watch them play, they're exciting, but they give equal amount of opportunity the next way. In this game, they never gave that opportunity, but they like excitement. That's my point, And this was exciting. This is the best game played by a Concacaf team. I'm not asking you. For the whole tournament, this is the best game played. They shut down a solid South Africa team, Africans. A very good South Africa team. Put some respect on the Canadian name. They shut down a very good South Africa team. Remember, these are the teams giving Nigeria and all of them team a problem in the blood.
Yeah. Hey, listen, all I'm going to say, Amzo, here's the thing. Hey,
Mr. Dre, you can look at United States and overhype in United States. This is the best game played by a Concacaf team, blood. Maybe you never rate South Africa highly, Yeah, because they drew 1-1 with Jamaica,
True.
So maybe that's why. But good game. Good game. Let me shut down these things.
Definitely good game indeed. I have Nelson.
Congratulations, fully deserved, Canada. This was dominant, and I'm sad that the scoreline won't show it because there are people that will just make up stories. But this was dominant. This was a dominant game from Canada, and the scoreline really don't show the truth here. This could have been easily 5-6, and then you guys would have been talking about it like it's United States. That's what I don't like, with people. They only go about the scores. You understand me? But if you watch the game, this is equally as dominant, if not more dominant than any one of United States games. And Mexico games weren't dominant at all. So if you don't want to take it, this is one of the best games a Concacaf team played. South Africa is a good team. I've watched them right throughout the whole qualifiers, and they have given legitimate teams problems every team they played. That's all I'm going to say. I can't believe I have to be fighting to back Canada That is a good one. So did the match versus South Africa? No. I think this is a better game. Canada played South Africa better than Mexico. Remember, I was hyping up Mexico, you know. No, that wasn't a good game. And the red cards them spoil the game early. Remember that game was a game with red card early, you know, so the decision making slide a little bit better. No. I think if they had scored the goals, you wouldn't be talking like that. If they were leading 3-0 at halftime, you wouldn't. You agree, Africans?
The score will
dictate. If Canada was leading 3-0 at halftime, they wouldn't be talking about Mexico was better. No. Canada was better, man. Canada was better.
Yeah, I think the score will dictate how we talk about this game ultimately. But
that's unfair, Africans, when we watch the game.
But whether it's fair or not, that's just a reality of it, right? Well, if a team wins a game 7, we won't talk about how the score, why it was 7, right? Like Curacao losing to Germany 7 is, yes, it's Germany, but it's also once Curacao scored the game in the game, it's like, okay, let's start to play. And you don't factor in, you just say they got 7. And it wasn't just, oh, hey, we got a goal and then we move through. But just wrapping it back to it's a game that, and I remember, Nelson, this is something we said, whoever has the better finishing shoes on is going to be clinical. And for most of this game, it was neither side. And so
I actually think it's even worse than that. I thought South Africa was supposed to dominate the midfield. They tend to have better midfielders in whenever they play other teams. Mm-hmm. Heck, even in parts, look at the South Korea game. They were able to match South Korea's midfield. Canada dominated them in almost every single phase. They didn't pass zone 10 to 12. Like, they were clearly struggling the whole time. So to me, this is the most, compared to the Mexico game, when Mexico played South Africa was so poor that you couldn't really assess how good Mexico were. In this game, Canada were the better team. Like, clear cut from defense to midfield to the attack. I think if you see, I don't care about like whether it was scored 3, 4. That really doesn't matter. It's how do you get through? And to me, Tani had multiple opportunities. You had in the first half, this game should have been 3 to 4-0. Just the first half. Second half, I thought the game was a lot closer because the Crusoe, however you call his the South African coach, assessed their team and went, that midfield was literally being cut across. I have no idea how Mokoena lasted the whole game. The guy was so poor in the first half, better in the second, but they constantly want the ball to feet. They weren't passing the ball to space. It was so odd. Like, they have no clue what the hell they were doing. And to be honest, if South Africa went through, that would have been the biggest mark on Canadian football of all time. So I'm happy we went through. This was a dominant affair. And now we roll on to who's our possible next match?
It's the Dutch or Morocco.
Oh, damn. Shit. Okay.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
either team is bad for us.
Hey, every game's the next biggest game. And I'm not going to look. I've had a thought, and I said it to like one person, and I'm not going to be that crazy to say we can beat the Netherlands. I'm not going to say that. I've seen that game happen in a friendly, and the Dutch decided to shoot at the end, and they did well. I think if you want one of the two sides, as crazy as it is, you want Morocco.
That's insane. You don't want any of them.
I'm picking a knife or a gun to kill me. I'm picking a knife or a gun to kill me.
Netherlands is the better
will be the better option for Canada because Netherlands want to slow the game down and Canada plays faster. Remember, United States played Netherlands at the last World Cup and the same athleticism gave Netherlands all sorts of problem. I think Canada sets up better with Netherlands than Morocco. Morocco can play slow and fast and they are equally as physical as Canada. So you have to be careful of Africans. No. I know that Netherlands is a bigger team in name, but believe me, Netherlands is a better team for Canada to beat. Believe me.
Netherlands is, first of all, their attack is so poor. Outside of Donian Malen, who has been the only guy I see consistently trying to beat players, trying to score, and Brian Brobby. Outside of those two, like, Gakpo is hot and cold consistently.
Fair.
You're coming to face Saibari, who, by the way, has been one of the best players this tournament. People are not talking about. Then how are you going to? This game has skewed how your viewpoint is. We were lucky that South Africa's midfield decided that they can't pass. They decided that every ball has to go to feet. They decided that in basic football, when you go to academies, you don't get the ball. You're supposed to take the ball either in the half turn or let the ball roll through you. Every single time they were receiving the ball facing the goal.
Yeah.
Every single time, dude. Now you're going to face one of the best technical teams. You just said, I want us to face one of the top technical teams in the World Cup. You're crazy. We won't even touch the ball.
I'm playing with house money, Nelson.
Netherlands are by far the better team for us because they will open up. Morocco, you wouldn't get the ball. You wouldn't even touch it, man. Either way, both are tough teams. Let's hope. Either side is still a bad side to face. But I would much rather play Netherlands than play Morocco. I would say like 90%. You think just because you beat one African side, you're going to beat another? Come on.
Bring on the next one. Yes.
South Africa was in this tournament had been a largely underachiever until their last game against South Korea. That changed up. They've only played one good game this whole World Cup. Let's be honest.
The South Korea game. Yeah.
The South Korea game. It's the only good game they had. Morocco played well against Brazil, dominated every single team that they faced, essentially. Brother, no chance. No. Either one, I don't want. I'm okay. I'm okay with Netherlands.
Okay, that's fine. And listen, this is me. Again, this is on the cloud nine. I'll get off of it real quick here. But 1-0 for Canada. They move on. They're the first team to move on. We can breathe. Stories from this game. I'm a little bit I'm intrigued by the fact that Kyle Larin doesn't touch the pitch in this game, even though we won. As someone,
it was the right move.
It was the right move. I mean, yes, the chance that Promise has, maybe he has more space to come into it, but he narrowly misses it. They got the right Davies as a winger in this tournament. Again, he finally gets the debut. You got 60 minutes out of Bombito. Are we giving all the credit in this game for the win and the substitute? Is this the players finally getting it through, or is this Marsh hitting the right buttons to get the right players to create enough to go? Like, how are you assessing this game just after it is? Like, who are you giving most of your applause and most of your flowers to in this game, JD, for you? What's and then Nelson, I'll bring you in after that as well.
It's very easy for me, Bombito, I think Bombito really made it, because football is about moments, and Canada started very fast, but the counters that South Africa tried, and I could see that it just fade them out when he went over the top, and he can't believe that Bombito actually reaches him and slow it down. So I thought that Bombito deserved credit. Maybe he can't play the whole 90, but whatever he gave them that solidity and that assurance around the back that made them press a little bit higher. And that at first I didn't want to give Canada the credit because the ball them just looked so bad, but sort of a passing. But if you look how Ostakio could have come up from the edge of the midfield third to in the midfield third and then force the others to spread a little bit wider, the gap between the passes was so harder to make. And that is solely based on Bombito in the game because of his recovery piece. It changes everything for Canada. So I want to say I'm going to give Canada's system a lot more credit today because Bombito is in it. So Bombito gets my first one. Eustáquio playing deeper but still able to get in front of his actual advancing midfielders to thread passes. I'm sorry that they never scored more of those chances for me to truly show you how good that this guy was. He played one of the better games in the World Cup as a midfielder today, but because they never finished the chances, it just and I'm just sorry that they never got the 5 goals or 6 goals because they deserve that. They were dominant in this game and it shouldn't have been 1-0. So we could truly give these guys their flowers. Eustáquio, Bambito was very good today. Those are the two I'm going to talk about. Bambito and Eustáquio, I'm going to give all the credit to. I thought that they changed the whole game in midfield third because he could have advances up the pitch and Bambito pushes him to go up the pitch. So those are the two changes. I can't talk about Tommy, David, all of those dudes were garbage today, blood. They should have had a hat-trick, especially Tommy. He should have easily had 2 goals, at least 2 goals. But poor touches, poor controlling, and even though I saw him, he lacks control as a player because I've seen him in multiple games doing the same thing. But David today, I was kind of disappointed in David. But as I said, he was doing this as well because he had a poor season. So maybe that's why. But David is normally a sharp, low block backlift player. You expect him to finish. That's how he finished goals, you know? And he got a couple of those chances today. If it's a normal David, you get 3 goals. Bam! 2 hat-tricks in the World Cup. And he's on 6 with Messi. we shouldn't be saying that, you know. Don't get me wrong. We shouldn't be doing a comparison, you know. But it was on the table today. That's all I'm going to say. But
fair enough.
But
Nelson,
Bambito and Eustáquio is my 2 players.
Fair enough. Nelson, to you on the Canadian side, what do you think? Who are your standouts for this matchup here?
I'm going to go back to the midfield, just because Buchanan. I hate these AI generated ratings because to me Buchanan was one of our best players, and I'll tell you why. Defensively, offensively, sure, was a little bit sketchy, but the number of times he moved into midfield to get that dominance, because as I said, the way South Africa were trying to build up was all ball to feet. They like playing possession heavy football. They think like they're playing tiki-taka style football. Buchanan's ability to run these guys down. Go back to like the 20th minute or something. Look at how many times Mokena was forced to get his balls were consistently intercepted because Buchanan kept looking to see where exactly they had clear defensive out of possession tactics. He intercepted like 2 or 3 of them consistently. And I was like, to me, this is Jesse Marsh's best setup because the scoring is on a person by person basis. Like Jesse Marsh can't put a player and say, hey, here's how you score. The player has to score. Tanny should have scored. Jonathan David should have scored. Heck, that promise shot that slowly veered out, that should have been a goal. But in all honesty, I think defensively, that's the thing that we haven't seen. Because I thought we were going to give them chances. We didn't really give them chances. Most of the shots are from outside the box. 90% of the shots are outside the box. So defensively, to me, I think it's, as JD said, I think Bambito played exceptional. I think Cornelius played exceptional. Johnston shouldn't be that highly rated. I didn't rate him. Laria was okay. But to me, the midfield and the guys jumping into midfield were the most impressive. But Jonathan David, by the way, it's getting to a point where I'm like, I don't think he guarantees a starting spot. Like he is really, he hasn't shown up. That Qatar game has masked a lot of bad games he's had.
I agree because like you take away that's what I was saying earlier. Like you take away the Qatar game and you look at their string of games, it's a lot of just struggling to get to 1, lucky to get to 2 type of situation. When they scored 2, it was when they played Iceland and it was 2 penalties. Right? And so this team is going to create moments, but I can't trust them to really finish. And then it's who do you start in those situations? I think they got the forwards right for the type of game that it was. And you look at the chances that they created. Yeah, those were the right 2 strikers to go through. But then I can't, maybe it all comes in one game one day, but I don't expect us to score 1+ goal in a game. I expect us to maybe struggle to get 1, And then on the flip side, if the other team is saying we're going to play this type of a game, if it's a shootout, we can look good in a shootout type game, but we won't be in it because I think it's closer for it to be 2-1, 3-1.
But can we also pause the brakes here?
Yeah.
We haven't really faced a good team. Can we also just be fair to the only decent side we've faced is Switzerland?
Yeah.
It's the only one. Bosnia barely got through.
Mm-hmm.
Qatar, I have no clue how they got in. And then who else? South Africa.
Yeah.
We're talking about this is the luckiest we've gone through, and our assessment of how we had multiple chances against Switzerland and we didn't draw.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're facing demons in Netherlands and Morocco coming up. Either one is we're talking about which one we want. It doesn't matter because it means one of them beats already a good team. Whichever one beats them, we're facing a tournament favorite, essentially. That's what we're talking about. Because Morocco got to the semifinals last time. Netherlands were good in the Nations League. They've always been good in Euros. Netherlands is a good side. So regardless, we're going to struggle, whichever side comes in. I'm just happy. I'm happy we're out of the round of 32.
Yep.
Now round of 16. Here we go.
Yep. And if this was the old World Cup format, the round of 16 would have been clearing your group. And so some people said round of 32. I'm not going to be the crazy people who are saying quarterfinals. I was saying I would have liked to have seen us get to the round of 16. That's it. Anything after this is gravy. Anything after this is cherry on top of anything. I know, Nelson, you were round of 32. For me, I was
round of 32. I was because you don't know who you're going to face.
Mm-hmm.
If we faced South Korea, I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have been as giddy as we are now. we would have been like, ooh, it's a little bit tough. But we were happy that we faced South Africa. We said this. We said of the two teams, South Africa is the one that we wanted to face. Anyway, so to me, I'm happy that we're going through the round of 16. The fashion that we went through is good. We look dominant. We had but the next round is just going to be rough. We're meeting one of the big boys.
Yeah, it will be something else. On the flip side, a little, not to throw, dirt on the grave immediately, but a South African side who start off just shockingly poor versus Mexico. They get the draw versus Czechia. They get a big win against South Korea. And then in this game, they just looked terrible. What's the not even the next? Yeah, let's go with that. What's the next step for them? And what's the thing that you look at this team now and we say, going into AFCON qualifying, going into getting ready for the next World Cup, whatever comes next for them, what's the thing for you is the number one thing you think they need to improve on for them going back to Africa and to build off of their experience here?
Well, they need to get the wingers out of the South African league and go to Europe. You can't have multiple players playing in Mamelodi Sundowns, Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs. You just can't. Because you saw what they kept trying to do. They were every single second they were a second behind Canada. They were taking multiple touches when you should take one touch, pass, one touch, shoot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you watch the Premier League, the English Premier League, you see why a lot of players, good players like Wirtz, when Wirtz left Bundesliga to go to Liverpool, Wirtz couldn't maintain what he said he was half a second slower in the Premier League, because that half a second is when they play in South Africa. They're able to control the ball, look up, make the pass, look up, dribble. But they don't have that. So they need to be able to go to faster leagues. You don't have to go to Europe. You can go elsewhere. They just need to they're too comfortable. Mm-hmm. And the issue is that, the South African league is wealthy, so they don't really need to leave. But the question also becomes, why didn't Bruce start or play Foster? Why didn't Foster not show up? What's going on there? Like the guy plays for Burnley and he scored goals. I don't understand this.
He didn't play. He started against Mexico, and then once the yellows came and the reds came, they took him off, and then he's been benched every single game. So I have to assume something is happening.
Something happened in the background for sure. That seems like a breakdown in relationships. But hey, so we've been speaking about this for South Africa. They were in a lull for a long time, and then Bruce came in, and they got better and better and better and better. But at some point, this is the ceiling to me. Hey, that's how I view it.
No, that's true. JD, what about you? We watched South Africa, and like we've all watched AFCONs coming through. We saw their run against getting to the semifinals where they beat Morocco, Cape Verde, and then lost to Nigeria in the semis. We saw them lose to Cameroon in this latest one. What for you? No, I think he's frozen. Yeah, he's frozen. All right. So yeah, JD is frozen here. But yeah, I think for you, Nelson, I tend to agree with you. I think when it comes to South Africa, the major thing I would say is they on their day they can play with some of the best teams in Africa, but the talent is what always sets them apart. The system is there, but they don't have the talent to keep up with it. And I think that to that point, I think getting players out of there and getting them to higher competition leagues where they have to be quicker, and that would help them so greatly, I feel, building up, just because without that they could look good, and like they could still look good in Africa, and that's nothing to sneeze about. But I think when you get to these international competitions,
but also you're referencing when you're talking about like the good run that they had, that's like 4 years ago. In the last AFCON they were poor. They lost to a bad Cameroon side. It wasn't a good Cameroon side. It was a bad one.
Bad Cameroon side.
So this isn't like a good South African side that we're seeing. This is a South African side that got lucky in the qualifiers, that they were in a good qualifying group with like 3 Southern African nations for some reason.
And a Nigeria side that didn't
know
Nigeria
side that decided we're not taking anything seriously. We're not taking AFCON seriously. We're not taking any international competition seriously.
No, they take AFCON seriously. They don't take World Cup qualifying seriously. Apparently.
Sure. Well, AFCON, I thought in the